Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's so nice to see you back. Look at this. This is breaded chicken legs, and I was doing breaded chicken breast as well. It was amazing. I went to the shop with Desmond and I said I want 4 chicken legs and 3 chicken breast, and I was buying oil and flour, eggs, and bread crumbles. We came back home, and for the first time ever, I was doing breaded meat. The thing is with me, I wouldn't call myself vegetarian, but in the last 10 years, I didn't really eat meat. And that's for sure. I never cooked that one, not from scratch anyway. So it was very interesting to do it. Basically, I can say that was my very first time in my life that I was cooking for my guests. It was so funny, I can tell you that. It was so funny. I've done the meat first, and then we sat down. We had the meat, the breaded chicken breast, and the leg, and then I went back and I finished with the potato I was cooking. And he was like, "What's going on here?" Desmond asked me, "What's going on here?" I said, "I thought I can do the two together, the chicken and the potato together, because I've seen that from my parents, from my grandparents, that they can, they can do multitasking, and I just couldn't because I needed to pay attention for the meat." But Desmond is a very good friend. I didn't get any criticism over it. I didn't get any scrutiny. He was just saying, "Oh yeah, it's nice, it's good, it's good, it's good," and that's it. Today was one of the best day of my life, and it's so funny if someone says this to me when I'm like 16 or 18, that in a few years time you are going to be very happy when you go for shopping and cook for your friends. I wouldn't listen to that person anymore. Times are changing and habits are changing as well. And I was sitting at home for more than a year. That might contribute to this, but I think without that one, I would be happy to do shopping all day and then cook for my friends. In this town, with this wonderful weather, there are billion things to do for your free time. And and it happened to be this one for today of my choosing, and it felt so good. A few years back, I was sharing a house with a girl, with a very intelligent, very beautiful girl from Trinidad. And she told me once, she was confessing to me once, that it's very strange that she was growing up in a big house, in a big farm, and all she was dreaming about to leave that place and come to Europe to live a very different lifestyle. And I said, yes, I was thinking exactly the same when I was growing up in Eastern Europe. I wanted to live a completely different lifestyle. And then we are here, and all we want is things that would, if we add up, it's exactly the same things what we had already, what we see in our parents to do, and they were happy. And this was so funny, and it's so true. What I've seen from my parents, from my grandparents, both of them, all generation had very large group of friends who came over, and they spent time together. I remember there was at one time in the weekend house like about 8, 10 people, friends, spending the whole day there. And it's not just once a year, but like almost every single day friends came over, spend there, sometimes the whole day, sometimes just a few hours, coffee and some alcohol mixed with soda, that is water, bubbly water, and just having a chat, talking about things, life, and then go home. And I don't get that. Since the time I moved away from home, I have 8, 10, 13 flatmates. So basically, I can't really ask anyone to come over because basically they don't have, we don't have space for them to even, come into the house. But today is 21st of August. Yesterday was the national celebration. And today I spent with Desmond in the flat. It was just me and my friends, and I cooked for my friends. And it felt so good. And it's so funny. Even right now, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I think it's really funny that this is what I find a good way to spend my free time. But it is. The first one, what I did, I got one pan, I filled it up with oil. Desmond was asking, why do you put so much oil? And I said, this is what I've seen from my grandma, from my mother. Lots of oil for everything. So that's it, I just put lots of oil. I never cooked before. I never cooked meat. Basically, I don't eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't eat meat at all. I just don't like it. But my friendship and my collaboration with Desmond is so important. I wouldn't pull out the vegetarian card. I'm a vegetarian because it would completely, well, it wouldn't destroy our friendship, but it would shake them to the core. So it just doesn't worth it. And sometimes it's good to eat meat. So I was grabbing the pan, filled it up with oil, and started to cook it. And then I called my mother. And I told her, listen, this is the first time I will cook meat, breaded chicken breast and breaded chicken leg. So how does it go? First, I will clean the meat, take off the skin, put it in the flour, and then put it in the eggs, and then put it in the breadcrumbs. But the question is, do I use the egg whites or just the yolk, the yellow part? And she was saying, no, 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 no. You put salt in it and you use both of it and you mix it with a fork. And I said, okay, let's do that. Obviously, I forgot the salt. I don't know. I don't really cook, but when I cook, I don't use salt. I don't like to use spices at all. It's just waste of time. Desmond said, please put on a top for the oil because it will kind of explode. And I was like, no, it's not gonna explode. What are you talking about? But he said, no, 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 put it on, put it on. So I did, let's okay. And what it did, it's really exploded because the oil was so hot when I put the meat, the cold meat, that it really started to shimmer and, spread everywhere on the wall, on the floor, and things like that. So Desmond was sort of, well, run out of the kitchen, because he decided to protect his skin. Well, I can't blame him. So basically, I burned the first one, but only the first one. And I turned to Desmond and I said, listen, the first one is mine, but the second will be a masterpiece, and that's gonna be yours. The most beautiful one gonna be yours. And you will remember this day forever. Obviously, I said it half jokingly, and you know what? It turned out to be very close to perfection because it had that sort of golden color I was looking for. So that's it. One failure, the first one failure, but I've learned my lesson, and everything else was just close to perfection. And I'm so happy that was the first time I was cooking something. That was the first time I was using oil, and it's a kind of difficult thing to do. No, you have like 3 4 steps to do it. It's not something instant coffee or something, this kind of thing. So I feel like a proper chef now. And moving on to the second part. The second part is when you have your meal and you go on for the dessert, and then you have a coffee and you basically sit down, make yourself comfortable, and you have a lovely chat about the daily life and experiences from the past, anecdotes, funny stories, and things like that. So I said that I read in the newspaper, because there are 2 titles I read cover to cover every single time, because I just need to know what's going on in the world, and I need to learn how to um, tell the story, choosing one topic and stay related to that topic, not to jump around here and there and no one can, follow. That is not good for anyone. There is a thing, tongue ping, and I sincerely hope that I pronounce it properly. If not, just let me know. But I can assure you I did my best. That means lying still. It is a lifestyle. It means that you work 1 or 2 months a year, and in the rest 10 months you lie still. You stay in a bed, you have 2 meals a day, vegetarian meals, not what I cook for Desmond, a vegetarian meal twice a day, and you don't do anything. You just look at your phone screen and you live your life. That's it. You don't spend money. You don't earn money, but you don't spend it. So basically, it's an absolutely stress-free lifestyle. And Desmond was horrified, absolutely horrified. And I said, look at this. I can understand. I can understand where they coming from. Because before, when I look at my friends, the different generations, what we see is that they get married at the age of 18, they have a good job, they buy their flat, they live a very nice lifestyle, and then, they retire at the age of 45 or 50. Now it's completely changed. I don't know anyone, I don't know a single person who got married at the age of 18. I don't know a single person who got married and then moved into their flat, which they did not rent. I was working on the weekends at weddings, and all the couples were 30 plus. Every single couple. There was not a single person, not a groom, not the bride, who was less than 30. And there was, at once, there was 50 plus. So this lying flat lifestyle says that, don't stress because it doesn't worth it. Just lie flat and, enjoy your stress-free lifestyle. And Desmond was laughing. He was frowning upon this one. He didn't like that because both of us are the same. That's why we're friends. We like to work a lot so we can pay to work in our profession that does not pay a single penny. We like to work on different collaboration, different projects, different things to do with social media, creating websites and all sort of stuff. That is a lot of work. There's nothing, not even a single minute for lying flat. But I definitely wanted to kick off our conversation, afternoon after meal conversation, with something that would spark some energy into our conversation, and it did work. We don't lead a traditional lifestyle. Lying flat is not a traditional lifestyle, so we are kinda the something in between. When you have a daytime job that doesn't pay enough to buy your house or get married properly or attract the girls you want, and the money we earn we spend on not relaxing or learning something new that would be useful in the future, but we spend it on different kind of projects doing something to do with pop culture. So basically we are something in between, and I love that. And I love today, I love the fact that I had a chance to have my own flat, even for a short time, and have a guest and cook for them. Who knew that I would love to do these kind of things 10 or 20 years ago? It was a good day. I hope you had a good day too.